you just don't have.
Welcome to the Kombat AllStar Show. I am your host, Kombat AllStar. Yes, and it is brought to you by Quantum VFX, making the impossible possible. And who's that over there?
This is your co-host, the one and only Random Girl.
And today is an exciting day because Comic-Con just ended as I'm recording this. And we got lots to talk about, especially that Batman vs. Superman trailer. Gonna talk about that in the visual effects section. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Let's go.
Let's talk comic books. In comics, I want to talk about a series that started and ended very quickly, but it was one of my all-time favorite stories, Darkstalkers. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Kombat, that's a video game. Yeah, so what, suckers? It was a video game. But you know, it's an awesome comic because I feel like there's not a lot of fighting games out there that have a rich, deep story. Mortal Kombat being one of the most forefront games, and Darkstalkers. Oh my gosh, the lore in Darkstalkers is so rich, it's so deep, and in the games you don't get that. You get a little taste of it, and then you got a little taste of it back in the 90s with the Darkstalkers TV series, the animated series, and then the comic book was just awesome. I mean, it talks about the different houses. You know, different houses rule different territories in the world of the Darkstalkers, and you know how Morgan's house, you know, ruled all the houses, and then the war between her and Dimitri, and then it's epic. It is such an epic story, and I was so excited when they told it. I'm so upset that they kind of cut it off. I'm not sure what happened there, if there was like a funding issue or if people weren't picking it up or what, but it was amazing, and I just hope they kind of pick it up. I really want a Darkstalkers game. If they get that for PlayStation, I know Capcom's kind of in bed with PlayStation right now, so if they actually do that, then I will go get a PlayStation because I just love Darkstalkers game. So I don't know, the comic is great. I don't want to spoil it for you guys. It's only like 7 or 8 issues. Go pick it up on Comixology, or go pick it up at your local comic book store, whatever, you know, if you like digital, if you like hardback, but
I like hardback.
Go pick it up. It's an amazing story. You will be amazed if you've never actually read any Darkstalkers lore. It's fantastic. Fantastic.
Fantastical.
Let's talk wrestling. In wrestling, let's go ahead and talk about women. And in this section, we're just going to go ahead and talk about the women wrestlers and how they've evolved, and we got some insight on Total Divas and what's going on there. We're kind of going to spin off and
pick it up, Combat, and then
talk about how it is. So basically, there's some always drama. There's some drama in the women's division in WWE, and it's stemming from Total Divas, and you know, some of this is a work, but it's an exaggerated version of what's going on in real life. And what's basically happened is Eva Marie is getting some training, some private training, whatever. All the other divas are jealous, and it's just, to me, it's kind of ridiculous because I don't think they care too much about wrestling. Random Girl actually watched the show, so I'm gonna go ahead and let her kind of talk about it a little bit, and then I'll kind of add my 2 cents on what I think. So, Random Girl, what do you tell us about the show? What happened?
Alright, so I'm going to just say something. I beg to differ on that comment when you said they don't care about wrestling. I believe a lot of them do. Not all of them, but a lot of them do still care about wrestling.
What happened on the show?
Anyway, what happened on the show? Anyway, so on the show, right, there was basically a lot of the other girls, a bunch of girls, and they had a beef, or you know, they had a problem with Eva Marie getting this, you know, specific special training because they wanted to rise her up to the top, because basically the Bellas weren't going to be returning for their what was it their contract. Yeah, they weren't renewing their contract, so they needed somebody else to put in the spotlight. Because as you all know, if you watch wrestling, you're a wrestling fan, the Bellas are like the top divas, right? So they were focusing on putting Eva Marie in the. You alright, Combat?
Go ahead.
Okay. They're focused on putting Eva Marie at the top, and they didn't like that because they were like, "Oh, she doesn't even love wrestling. You tell she doesn't love it. She doesn't even know how to wrestle. And we're here putting in the blood, you know, the hard work, sweat, and tears. We're here practicing every day. We didn't even get all this fancy training, and she doesn't even like training. So what's going on, you know?" And then I was watching it, and I was like, "Yeah, they have a lot of important. They're stating a lot of important facts and true facts. But why the heck are you mad at her? Like, you should be mad at the management and the creative team, whoever put them in that position, you know?" Because I was thinking to myself, and I was like, I would take that position as well, you know. Maybe I suck and I want to get better. Let me get better, and I'm going to take that training, you know. So I was like, the girls, man, the girls are being catty. You're focusing on the wrong person. You should be arguing with the people that put her in place, not even Marie. So I was just a little upset about that and understand that. So yeah.
That's so much drama, folks. So much drama.
Girls are catty anyway, so I was like, oh, here we go with the cattiness. But yeah.
All right. And then from my point of view, I feel like it's the man's point of view. Who cares about any of that crap? You can't be... Hey, I'm not done.
All right.
You can't be upset about stuff like that. And I feel like it's like, to me, when I watch their matches and everything, I don't feel like they love wrestling at all. I feel like they love the celebrity. They love going out and wearing the dresses and being on E and signing autographs and taking pictures. But I don't think they actually love wrestling. Now, there are a few girls that I can tell love wrestling, like Natalia. To me, I'm not quite sure.
You can tell.
I know she's good at wrestling. I know she takes herself very seriously. But I haven't seen enough of her to know, to be perfectly honest. But
gotcha. I see what you mean.
I don't think they love wrestling. I don't. And I look at, wrestlers from back in the day, like, Lita, Luna Vachon, Trish Stratus, even Sensational Sherry, love wrestling. You know what I mean? I can take a page out of, so the girls today, on Lucha Underground, Sexy Star and Evolutiion, who wrestle men, love wrestling, right? You can see it in their matches. You can see it when they win titles, when they tear up. Speaking of which, let's talk about the same company. You can talk about Sasha Banks. You can talk about Charlotte. I mean, Becky Lynch. The list goes on and on. All those girls over there absolutely love wrestling, and you can tell that they love wrestling. But maybe Carmella doesn't. I haven't figured her out quite yet, but to me, it doesn't seem like she does. She maybe likes a celebrity too. But I don't see the love in the Divas division, which is a stupid name. Even I was talking about that. I was listening to a Stone Cold podcast. It was an old podcast, but I was listening to it a couple weeks ago. And Stone Cold was interviewing Lita, and Lita was talking about how she never liked the term diva, and she never thought of herself as diva. She always, even when they switched to women's division to the Divas division, she totally didn't like it, and all the other girls didn't like it either. They all saw themselves as the women wrestlers. They were wrestlers, not divas. But that's a whole other topic for a whole other show. But
no, that's a good point, Combat. That's a good point, because as I was watching it, Total Divas, and I was like, why do you keep referring to yourself as divas? Divas is like is a whole new other definition. Why are you calling yourself divas? You're wrestlers, you know, and you want to take yourself seriously as wrestlers. Yeah. You know.
And I mean, I kind of, it's funny because I kind of sort of get it, because I know the whole
entertainment
when it went from what it was before the Attitude Era. When the Attitude Era started, that's when they started to call themselves performers and superstars instead of wrestlers, because it was an act, and then you know what I mean. There was a lot of outrageous stuff going on there, and then they changed it from women wrestlers to divas, but. How it is today is like
it's more entertainment, less wrestling, I should say. The love, how it was, man, in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and even the 90s, like that love of wrestling. You just don't feel that today. But it's more focused on entertainment than anything else.
And it's glamorized. You don't feel the heart anymore. It's like glamorized. The Divas division is very glamorized. Everything from their attire to even the title. The title looks ridiculous. It looks like a
toy.
Yeah,
and to be honest, I don't feel like when what's her name, Nikki. When she holds that belt up high, when she wins her matches, I don't feel the passion. I don't feel anything at all. Whenever she wins her matches, I don't feel anything.
It's like she's going through the motions. Yeah. So I don't know. To me, the whole divas term is ridiculous, and I wish they would kind of step it up. I feel like
stop treating women like sticks, like they're fragile things. They can get it in the ring too, just like the men. Let them, do the wrestling, the tables, ladders, and chairs matches. Let them do that. We're not fragile creatures. We can do it too. Stop treating us that way.
I lost my thought because you cut me off.
I apologize, Combat. This is something that I, take very seriously. Yeah, we're pretty, we're beautiful women, we're sexy, but we can also fight too. Don't just treat us as sex symbols. That's what I'm saying. I apologize, Combat.
I forgot what I was saying, y'all, but it's
Sorry,
okay.
Combat.
What do you guys think about the women's wrestling today? Do you like it? Do you hate it? What is your favorite? Do you like NXT women's wrestling over WWE, over the main roster? Do you like Lucha Underground, what they're doing? I mean, they're doing some innovative stuff. I was at work watching it, and all the girls were just, their jaws were dropped. They were like, they can compete with guys?
Lucha Underground, right?
Yeah, they were really, I'm watching it like, this is awesome. But like to women, I'm a man, so of course. But to women, it means something different. And I saw that in their eyes. You know, they don't even watch wrestling, and they were just like so surprised. So, what do you think? What do you think about women's wrestling today? Like it, hate it? What's your favorite women's wrestling promotion? Let us know.
Let us know.
Let's talk video games.
All right, let's talk about gaming. And in gaming, we are going to talk about Batman Arkham Knight.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so in Batman Arkham Knight, I'm pretty much finished the story, and I don't want to finish the story just because. You know what? Like, if you guys watch Angry Joe, I know everybody on the planet watches Angry Joe, but
Everybody loves Angry Joe.
he did a review on Batman Arkham, and he feels the exact same way that I do, minus the Batmobile. He actually likes the Batmobile, even though he thinks the missions are ridiculous, but he likes playing with it. Me, I think they're ridiculous, and I hate playing with it. But other than that, it's one of those games that's just lackluster. It's a mediocre game. The Batman Arkham City is the best one, and I just kind of think they just kind of threw this together and rushed it. You know what I mean? Even though, you know, they waited a long time to do it because I heard there was a lot of bugs, and then, you know, the PC version happened, but it's just, I don't like the game. So yesterday I finally found the Harley Quinn story that I got with pre-ordering it, and it was one mission. It was okay. It was the only thing so this is my big beef about Harley Quinn mission. It was just like Batman. I felt like I was playing Batman. She was doing cartwheels to get up on the top. She had her detective mode, which was like her psychic mode when it was like writings on the wall and like really weird stuff. But it was just, I was playing Batman. I was playing Batman in a Harley Quinn skin.
Oh, that's not good.
And it wasn't good. Ooh. And it was just like, I didn't like it. I really feel like this game was rushed. I don't feel like it was like the best, you know, knockout, you know, finish to a game like they intended it to be. Not
to mention, so many people died. This was a sad video game. This was a sad game.
And I mean, and I know, you know, everybody knows by now there was rumors, you know, about, I don't know, maybe like the last year of the game, they were slated to do the new Superman game that's coming out. And it hasn't been officially announced, but there's been enough content, enough Easter eggs and hints that we all know it. So I think that they were just pumped about doing the Superman game, and they kind of just kicked this one out the door, which sucks, because it's like, you want a decent game, you know, end the franchise off the right way. And the suckiest part about it, and Joe was talking about this too, you got to complete all the side missions, everything, to get the 100% and to get the ending.
That doesn't make sense.
Which is ridiculous. It's just,
I don't remember having to do that on the other games.
No, you haven't. On the other games, you could, because I like to finish my story, finish, you know, the main story, and then go and do the side missions. But
like GTA.
On this one, it's like the whole thing is like, oh, you know, well, you gotta completely take back your city, completely do those Batman Riddler stuff, and it's just.
And Riddler is so annoying. When I played and I watched Combat playing, I was like, why am I completing this mission? It has nothing to do with anything. What am I doing with my life?
You know what? Yeah, it's just, Rocksteady, if you're watching, screw your game.
Get it together.
Screw Batman Arkham. And unless, I'm like I said in the last, it was the Predator deal. When the Predator stuff happened on the Atomic Cast.
Oh.
So I'm not doing the pre-orders anymore anyway.
Yeah.
But get your stuff together. I won't be buying this game until maybe like months or after somebody's beaten it.
And more gamers need to speak up.
They have.
Speak up.
They have. We have, and we'll see what happens next game. Hopefully they're listening.
Yeah, don't accept crap. If it's crap, talk about it. Shoot.
Yeah, so what do you guys think about the game? Did you like it? Did you hate it? As always, let us know.
Let us know.
Let's talk visual effects.
In visual effects, we're going to be talking about Batman vs. Superman trailer, and man, it was awesome. If you didn't know, they just released the trailer, not just released the trailer, but they released a trailer at Comic-Con this weekend, and it was awesome. It showed us a lot more of what was going on. You got a lot more Wonder Woman, which was a little weird in the trailer. I felt like they kind of just stuck her in there. You know?
I saw.
It was like you saw Batman, Superman. They were like building.
They were
this,
getting it in, yeah.
And Lex Luthor was a little instigator. You know how when you fighting at the bus stop and everything, you got the instigator.
You got that one voice.
So he was in there with long red hair. And we all know Lex had that before he actually went bald. So it was a cool trailer. I liked what they're doing. I liked the build up to it. Much better than the first trailer that they showed. Kind of a teaser earlier in the year. So I mean, what were your thoughts about it?
Well, I actually just saw. I didn't see the previous trailer, like what you talked about, what you saw Combat. I just seen the newer one they just put out yesterday. During Comic-Con, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So when I first saw it, I had to watch it a few times. When I first saw it, I was like, yo, this thing is epic. I love this trailer. But then there were some things I didn't understand. Like, well, Kombat just explained one thing. He said that what's his name, Lex Luthor, had the long hair. I thought he was initially bald.
No.
So I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was like in the first when they first introduced Lex Luthor, he had a full head of hair like for the first like 2 pages of the comic.
Oh.
And then he shaved his hair.
Oh, he shaved it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he originally had long red hair, and then like he literally it was very brief. This guy had red hair. So it's kind of cool to see that. You know?
Right. Okay, so yeah. Well, the first initial thought when I first saw, I was like, this is going to be a good movie. I love the trailer. It's going to be epic. But I had some questions. I didn't know why the director decided to have Batman and Superman colliding. Why are they fighting each other in the first place? I thought they were kind of buddies. I thought they were cool.
Well, they're taking it from Frank Miller's comic.
It comes from a comic. That's all. Okay.
Right. I talked about that on the Atomic Cast. If you guys watched that, the latest Atomic Cast.
Okay.
And they're basically, it's a little different in the comic. It's because, Superman's hired by Ronald Reagan to go stop him because he's going a little crazy. Mm. In this story, it seems like Superman saw the video and saw the destruction that he's doing because Superman,
destruction?
Superman, he destroys buildings and stuff.
And I didn't understand why.
Right.
So did he get mad or something?
So I mean, I'm just kind of looking at the trailer and seeing, I don't know.
But
speculating from what we see in the trailer, it looks like Superman's over there destroying a lot of the city, and maybe he I think in the trailer he destroyed like Wayne Tower.
I saw that. I was like, whoa,
so,
what happened to Superman? Why was he?
And then like the people are very nervous in the trailer, and it seems like some people are for it, some people are against it, and they just want kind of a check against Batman, kind of like what Amanda Waller used to do with Cadmus. So that's from what I gather from the trailer. That's what it looks like.
Gotcha.
Batman's going to be that check and challenge him and be like, hey, this guy with no powers can beat this guy with powers.
Yeah.
Yep, you ain't got nothing to worry about.
This is going to be like an awesome movie, I know. And I also like how I noticed that they're making it more realistic for the audience and for the viewers. It's not like how it was in the 70s and 80s where it was like, Superman was saying cliche lines. You can do it. I like how they're going. They're going more realistic, so you can relate to it more.
But I mean, DC's been realistic really grounded for a long time. Ever since Dwayne McDuffie kind of took that over, or even before that. If you want,
I'm talking about even with Superman. This is like when the first one. What was the first movie? What was it called?
It was called Superman with Christopher Reeves. But
no, baby.
You talking about before that or?
No, I'm talking about when they, the movie that just came out, Man of Steel, yes.
It was very grounded.
That's what I'm saying. And so I feel like this was the first, that was the first Superman movie that actually like felt real. All the others.
I know, because they came out during the time where DC wasn't yet grounded. So it was very, very fantastical, very Super Friends, it was like that.
Well, even with the movie with Michael Keaton. And Danny DeVito. Well, crap.
That was Batman.
I'm confusing it. Just keep going, Kombat. I lost myself.
Yeah. So
I lost myself.
DC's been grounded for a long time now.
Yeah.
So it's in the original Superman, you guys got to remember they came out in the 70s.
Yeah.
Richard Pryor and everything. So those were those movies, and that was when DC was high camp. Everyone liked each other. But then Frank Miller came and changed Batman in '66. Dwayne McDuffie came and changed the game with Superman.
Yeah.
So it's been grounded for a while. So it's good to see. We haven't had a Superman movie in a long time. We've got like 3 or 4 Batman movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like trilogies. We have The Dark Knight Returns. We have the original Batman. Then we have even after Batman, what I consider the original Batman, the Batman and Batman Returns, and then after that, when Tim Burton stopped working on it, I consider those, even though those were technically sequels, I consider those a different Batman because you had different people playing. You had Val Kilmer as Batman, you had Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze, but anyway, the trailer looked awesome, and I can't wait to see it.
I also had another thing that I wanted to talk about. Gal Gadot being Wonder Woman. I have to say it. She's not really convincing to me as a Wonder Woman. I think there are other actors out there that would have been a better fit to play Wonder Woman than Gal Gadot. Mm-hmm. Even when I saw her in the trailer, I was like, that doesn't look like Wonder Woman. What do you think?
I don't know. Like I saw a lot of things on Twitter and people posting online, scenes from Justice League. Where Batman and Diana were dancing at the ball and everything, different pictures of Wonder Woman, and she looks a lot like her. At first, when I look at her, when I just look at her, I don't think so. But then when I compare her to like the comic Wonder Woman or the Wonder Woman in the Justice League TV show, she does look a lot like her.
Oh, and the TV, what do you mean, the older TV show?
The TV show that we watched, the animated one.
No, she didn't look like her at all.
There's some pictures side by side where they put like that clip and like the clip of her and Bruce Wayne dancing at the ball, and then there's a clip of Bruce Wayne and Wonder Woman dancing at the ball in an episode where she had to go and save another country, and it looked a lot like her. I mean, people.
Well, I'm sorry, I just have to disagree. Because when I think of Wonder Woman, because I look up to her and she's one of my role models, so that's why I take this very seriously. When I think of Wonder Woman, I don't see Gal Gadot. When I think of Wonder Woman, I think of a strong, tall, empowering woman, and Gal Gadot doesn't fit that description at all. She just doesn't.
We gotta take a look at the images online. I'll show you some too. It looks a lot. Whether she can play the part or whether we've only saw a very little bit in the trailer.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm sold. I saw the trailer. I have my doubts about Jesse Eisenberg. I have my doubts about Ben Affleck. I have my doubts about Gal Gadot. But after seeing the trailer, I trust these guys. Let's just see the movie and then when it comes out, then
yeah.
What it is.
Yeah, exactly. But that's I'm allowed to have an opinion.
Oh, yeah,
what
yeah.
I've seen, it's just like I'll just say they took it to a whole new other route. Even with the guy that's playing Lex Luthor, I don't agree with his look as well. Because I watched the animated series and I have this vision of how they look, how they act, and then when I see the actual trailer, they don't look that way at all. But like Ahmed said, we'll see. I think looks are also an important factor too. You can act, and you can act very well and play that part, but I think appearance goes a long way as well. You have to also look the part.
So what do you guys think? Did you like the trailer? Are you still conflicted about the actors? Just what do you think about it? So everyone's talking about it everywhere. So go ahead and weigh in.
What do you think about it?
Let us know what you think.
What are your opinions on Gal Gadot and the guy playing Lex Luthor? I forget his name. We'll have a link up for you guys. But what do you think about it? We want your true, honest opinions.
Yes. You said that. You gonna close? I close it. You gonna close it too?
Sorry.
Thank you all for watching the Kombat AllStar show. Really appreciate it. And as you know, this is the final episode of the Kombat AllStar show.
Final episode of the Kombat AllStar show.
Glad you got that out.
Oh,
Final episode for the contest. So, you gotta watch the favorite villains episode, which was last episode. You gotta watch the Mad Maxathon, and then you gotta watch the Comic-Con edition. So go and watch those shows. Again, we want 75 views per show.
Come on, people, we can do it. 75. Give it to us.
And I'll be giving out a free game.
You want a free game?
Yeah, everybody's free.
Right. I like free stuff.
I'll take a free Kit Kat or free game.
I'll take it.
Free. So
yes.
Go and watch those videos. Like, subscribe, and share. And
tweet us.
How I mentioned last episode, I'm gonna take 5 out of subscribers list, 5 out of comments list. So if you comment, you got a better chance of actually winning the game.
Right.
So go and comment and share and
we're
do all this
desperate.
stuff.
We don't care if you just say hello. Just type in 2 words, whatever. We just comment, okay?
And I want to give out the game, and I won't be giving it out if I don't get those 75 views for a video. We're almost there.
We're almost there. Y'all can do it.
So hit us up. Hit the subscribe button as always. Hit us up on Twitter. At Kombat AllStar, at Quantum VFX, and
at Random Girl at Unique, not at Random Girl at Unique Girl Nerd. Tweet me.
Twitter at Unique Girl Nerd. And until next time, folks.
Peace out.
Assalamu alaikum.
Friday style.